Widely regarded as one of the worst films ever made, 1990's Troll 2, despite its title, has absolutely zero connection with Troll 1, and does not actually feature any trolls. Under the pseudonym Drake Floyd, Italian director Claudio Fragasso was notoriously difficult to understand by Troll 2's amateur cast of local American actors. So already this film is gearing itself up for disaster. The rather simple plot follows Joshua Waits, a young child whose family decides to go on vacation in a small farming town known as Neilbog, goblin spelled backwards. But behind the eager hospitality from the local townspeople lies some sinister human-eating desires from a group of secret goblins. The dramatic irony here, of course, is that only Joshua knows about the evil goblins after he was warned by the ghost of his dead grandfather, including one instance where Grandpa Ghost pauses the space-time continuum so Joshua can take a piss all over his family's first meal in Neilbog, which apparently was his only solution to prevent his family from eating the food, which he found out was poisoned. Another standout scene plays almost like a poorly made fetish-themed porno. A goblin disguised as an attractive brunette seduces a teen male with an ear of corn, but our horny teen prefers popcorn instead, which turns out not to be a problem once the two start making love. The entire room starts to magically be filled with popcorn that blasts them from off-screen like cheap fireworks. Bizarre scenes like this that have you questioning the motives of all the characters in the film, as well as your own sanity, literally make up the entire movie. While Troll 2 isn't the worst movie ever made, it is most certainly an awful excuse for cinema. Every aspect of this movie is poorly executed. Beyond cringeworthy, this film just becomes laughably terrible. The writing, the acting, the special effects, the pacing, the music, the directing are just abysmal. Even the editing and cinematography is garbage here. Troll 2 is filled with confusing cuts and lots of unnecessary zooms, all of which are jerky in their execution. But while there is certainly a place for Troll 2 as a cult classic, the so bad it's good type of movie, that unfortunately doesn't actually make it a good movie. But if you're in the mood for one of the most hilariously bad movies ever made, and you have a bunch of friends to watch with, I suppose Troll 2 is slightly redeeming. Genuinely terrible and beyond laughable. Well, that's what I thought about Troll 2. Now let's see what you had to say in the YouTube comments. I don't suppose this verdict will surprise anybody, but let's bring the Rate-O-Matic to see how we scored Troll 2. A double garbage. While this film has its moments, they're all for the wrong reasons. Unintentionally funny, but really quite awful. I had to give it a 1. And you completely agree with me. It's a bad movie that deserves the lowest score possible. But like a train wreck, it's strangely still worth watching.